Hello. You're watching Global English Stories, where stories come to life and help you learn English naturally. Listen, enjoy, and start your learning journey.
Introduction. Have you ever heard of a car company that helped rebuild an entire country? Hyundai is not just a car company. It is a story of hard work, big dreams, and strong hope. This company began after a terrible war, when South Korea had very little. But one man believed that the country could grow again. His dream became Hyundai, and that dream helped the whole nation move forward. Hyundai's journey is not only about building cars. It is about fighting through problems, working for a better future, and never giving up. Many people thought a poor country like South Korea could not make cars. But Hyundai proved them wrong. With strong effort, smart planning, and a desire to help people, Hyundai became one of the most successful car companies in the world. What made Hyundai so special? How did it grow from nothing into a global brand? In this book, we will tell the real story of Hyundai, from its early days to becoming a leader in modern cars and green technology. In this book, you will travel through time and language. You will see how one idea turned into something big, something that changed a country and inspired the world. Let's begin this journey. The road is long, but every step tells a story. Part 1. The Man Behind the Dream. Chung Ju-yung was born in 1915 in a small, poor village called Asan in what is now North Korea. His family were simple farmers, and life was very hard. There were no cars, no electricity, and not much food. Every day, young Chung worked in the fields with his father. But even as a child, he dreamed of a different life, one filled with learning, building, and change. He didn't want to be a farmer forever. He wanted more. At that time, Korea was under Japanese rule. Opportunities were few, and most families believed that farming was the only way to survive. But Chung had a different idea. He believed that hard work and courage could take him somewhere new. So, when he was 16, he made his first attempt to run away from home. He wanted to go to the city to study and find work. But his father caught him and brought him back. Still, Chung didn't give up. After a few more tries, he finally reached a city, Seoul. The city was full of energy, machines, and people in a hurry. Chung was amazed. He got a job as a helper at a construction site. He worked hard, watched everything, and learned fast. Even though he had no formal education, his mind was always working. He paid attention to how things were built and how businesses were run. Soon, he started working at a rice store. The owner saw his honesty and strong work ethics. After some time, he made him the manager. Chung worked really hard and turned the business around, making it more successful than ever. But the store was taken by the Japanese during wartime, and Chung had to start again. Still, he didn't lose hope. In 1946, just after Korea became free from Japanese control, Chung decided to open his own company. He called it Hyundai, which means modern in Korean. At first, it was just a small auto repair shop. He didn't have much money, but he had big dreams. He believed that Korea could become strong and modern if people worked together to build it. One road, one building, one machine at a time. Chung didn't see failure as a problem. To him, it was just another lesson. His early life had taught him to keep going, no matter how many times he was pushed back. He believed that success came from trying again, learning from mistakes, and never giving up. As Hyundai slowly grew, Chung used every chance to take on bigger projects. He repaired engines, built small bridges, and did road work. People started noticing his honesty, speed, and focus on quality. Many thought he was trying to do too much. But Chung always believed that Korea could be more than just a poor country. He believed in building things that would last, and Hyundai was his tool to do it. At this point, Chung's story was not about cars yet. It was about creating something new in a place where nothing seemed possible. It was about helping a country stand again. His journey from a poor farming boy to a business owner was just the beginning. He was getting ready to do something bigger, not just for himself, but for his whole nation. Chung often said, "You can do anything if you try hard enough." This simple idea became the heart of Hyundai. It was more than a company. It was a dream made real, one small project at a time. What made Chung different was not money or connections. It was his spirit, his belief in the future, and his deep love for his country. As the time passed, Hyundai entered the world of construction and heavy industry. It became clear that Chung was not just building roads. He was building the future of South Korea. His journey would soon take Hyundai into even greater challenges, like rebuilding a broken nation and later creating the first Korean car. But for now, the seeds were planted. The man behind the dream had taken his first bold steps, and the road ahead was wide open. Part 2. Rebuilding a broken nation. In the early 1950s, South Korea was facing one of its darkest times. The Korean War had just ended, and the country was left in ruins. Cities were destroyed, roads were broken, and many people had no homes, no jobs, and no hope. It was a time when most businesses were too afraid to grow, but Chung Ju-yung saw an opportunity to help. Chung believed that rebuilding the country was not just the government's job. He felt that every person and every company should play a part. His company, Hyundai, was still small, but his dreams were growing bigger. He didn't want Hyundai to just fix cars anymore. He wanted it to help build roads, bridges, and buildings that would connect the country and support the people. One of the first big chances came when the South Korean government needed help building roads to connect the country's major cities. Many companies thought the job was too hard. The land was rough, the materials were limited, and the timeline was short. But Chung said yes. He promised that Hyundai could do it faster and better than anyone else. It was a risky decision. If Hyundai failed, the company might go bankrupt. But Chung didn't worry. He trusted his team and believed in the power of hard work. Day and night, workers dug the land, carried heavy stones, and poured cement. They worked in rain and heat without giving up. Chung often visited the sites himself, encouraging workers and checking every detail. One of Hyundai's most famous projects during this time was building the Gyeongbu Expressway, a major road that would connect Seoul in the north to Busan in the south. It was the largest construction project in South Korea's history at that time. Many thought it couldn't be done, but Chung pushed forward. He believed that this road would help grow business, move goods, and bring people together. Against all odds, Hyundai completed the expressway ahead of schedule. The road opened in 1970 and became a symbol of South Korea's recovery. People were amazed. The success of the expressway showed that Korean companies could take on big tasks and win. It gave hope to the people and pride to the nation. After this, the government began trusting Hyundai with more large projects. Chung's company built dams, ports, power plants, and even helped with building cities. Every project was a step forward for the country. And with each success, Hyundai grew stronger. During this time, Chung didn't just focus on profits. He cared about his workers. He made sure they had food, safe housing, and fair wages. He believed that when workers are respected, they work better. This made Hyundai different from many other companies of the time. Hyundai also started creating jobs for thousands of people. Many young men who had lost everything in the war found work and purpose through Hyundai. They learned new skills and helped build the country they had once seen destroyed. Chung's efforts were more than just business. They were personal. He had seen his country suffer, and now he was helping it heal. He often said that Korea needed to believe in itself, and he was showing them how. By the late 1970s, Hyundai was no longer just a small repair shop. It had become one of the biggest construction companies in Asia. But Chung was not finished yet. He had already helped rebuild the nation's roads and cities. Now he wanted to build something new, something that would drive Korea into the future, a Korean-made car. That dream would take Hyundai into a whole new world of industry, technology, and international competition. It would be another difficult path, full of risks. But for Chung, it was just another challenge to overcome. Hyundai's success during this time was not just about money or machines. It was about belief. Belief that a destroyed country could rise again. Belief that a company could serve the people. And belief that the future could be built one project at a time. As Hyundai moved toward the next chapter, entering the auto industry, it carried with it the spirit of rebuilding, the power of teamwork, and the lessons learned during those hard years. The roads it built were more than just highways. They were paths to a brighter tomorrow. Part 3. Driving the Dream, Hyundai's first car. By the late 1970s, Hyundai had already surprised South Korea and the world with its success in construction. The company had built roads, bridges, dams, and helped rebuild a broken nation. But Chung Ju-yung wanted more. He didn't just want to fix what was broken. He wanted to create something new. He had a bold dream to build the first South Korean car. At that time, making a car was not an easy task. Many people in South Korea thought it was impossible. Building a car takes more than just steel and wheels. It needs engineering, technology, and factories. No South Korean company had ever done it before. Most cars in the country were imported from Japan, the US, or Europe. Some people said Chung was crazy to even try. But Chung was not afraid. He believed that South Korea could stand on its own. He said, "If other countries can make cars, why not us?" He knew it wouldn't be easy, but he had already proven that hard work and belief could build roads and cities. Now he would try to build a car, one that South Koreans could call their own. The first step was to gather knowledge. Hyundai sent engineers to study in foreign countries. They learned how cars were made, studied engines, designs, and modern technology. Chung also brought in experts from abroad to train Korean workers. He wanted his team to understand every small part of a car, how it was made, how it worked, and how to make it better. Then came the hard part, building the factory. It needed to be large, modern, and fast. Hyundai didn't have much experience with this kind of factory, but that didn't stop them. They worked day and night, just like they had done with the expressway. Every detail was checked. Every piece of equipment had to be perfect. In 1975, the moment finally arrived. After years of planning, building, and learning, Hyundai released its first car, the Pony. It was a small, affordable vehicle designed for the average family. It was not fancy, but it was strong, simple, and proudly made in South Korea. When the Pony hit the streets, people were shocked and proud. It was the first time they saw a car made by their own people in their own country. For many, it was more than just a car. It was a symbol of national pride and progress. The Pony showed the world that South Korea was no longer just a poor, war-torn country. It was now a country that could build cars, just like the biggest nations. The Pony was not perfect. It had its problems, and it was not as fast or smooth as other foreign cars. But it sold well. People trusted Hyundai. They remembered how the company had built roads and helped the country stand up again. Now, they believed Hyundai could take them forward. Chung didn't stop with just one model. He wanted Hyundai to become an international car company. That meant competing with car makers from Japan, Germany, and America. It was a big challenge. Those companies had been making cars for decades. Hyundai was still a beginner, but Chung had a plan. He focused on quality and learning. Every year, Hyundai improved its cars. They got better engines, stronger designs, and safer parts. The company listened to feedback from drivers and made changes quickly. It wasn't long before Hyundai started exporting its cars to other countries. In the 1980s, Hyundai cars began to appear on roads in Canada, the US, and Europe. People liked them because they were affordable and reliable. Hyundai didn't try to copy others. It built cars that matched what people needed. Low cost, easy to drive, and easy to fix. At first, some international customers laughed at the idea of buying a South Korean car. But slowly, their opinions changed. Hyundai worked hard to prove itself. They gave long warranties, focused on safety, and never stopped improving. Step by step, they gained respect. Hyundai's journey into the car industry was not just about business. It was about changing people's minds, both in Korea and abroad. It was about showing that with courage and learning, even a country that once had nothing could build something great. For Chung Ju-yung, the Pony was just the beginning. His dream was not only to build cars, but to build confidence in South Korean technology. He wanted young people in his country to see what was possible. He wanted them to know that they could create, innovate, and lead. The car industry helped South Korea's economy grow faster. It created thousands of jobs. New factories, suppliers, and parts makers all started to grow around Hyundai. The company didn't just make cars. It helped drive the future of a nation. By the end of the 1980s, Hyundai had become one of the most important car companies in Asia. And it all started with one dream, one small car, and one man's belief in his country. Part 4. Going Global. Hyundai on the world stage. After launching the Pony, Hyundai had proved that South Korea could build cars. But Chung Ju-yung didn't want to stop there. He wanted Hyundai to compete with the world's top car makers. He dreamed of seeing Hyundai cars in every corner of the globe. It was a bold dream for a company that was still young in the auto world. But if Chung had learned anything in his life, it was this: nothing is impossible if you work hard enough. To compete internationally, Hyundai had to improve its quality. The early models were basic and cheap, but they lacked the smooth performance and modern features found in Japanese or American cars. So, Hyundai began investing heavily in research and development. They built a large R&D center where engineers tested engines, safety features, and designs. They studied what global customers wanted and worked hard to meet those expectations. In 1986, Hyundai took its biggest step yet. It entered the United States car market. This was one of the most competitive markets in the world. Big brands like Ford, Toyota, and Honda already had loyal customers. Many people didn't even know where South Korea was, let alone trust a Korean car brand. Still, Hyundai believed in its vision. Hyundai introduced the Excel in the U.S. It was a small, affordable car with a low price tag, and it caught people's attention. In its first year, Hyundai sold over 168,000 Excels in America, a record for a new brand. Customers were surprised. They expected something cheap and unreliable, but the Excel worked well and cost much less than other cars. It was a good first impression. However, success brought new challenges. In the early 1990s, Hyundai's cars started to gain a bad reputation. Customers complained about quality and reliability. Hyundai's image was at risk. If the company didn't act fast, its dream of becoming a global brand could fall apart. Chung and his team made a big decision. They would rebuild trust no matter what it took. Hyundai began improving its designs, fixing problems quickly, and offering something unheard of at the time, a 10-year warranty. This long guarantee showed customers that Hyundai stood by its cars. Slowly, people started to notice. Hyundai wasn't just trying to sell cars. It was building something reliable. At the same time, Hyundai started expanding around the world. It opened factories in India, the US, and Europe. Building cars in other countries helped reduce costs and reach new customers. In India, for example, Hyundai became a household name with models like the Santro and i10. In Europe, Hyundai focused on style, performance, and fuel efficiency. Design also became a priority. Hyundai hired top designers from Italy and Germany to give its cars a fresh, modern look. The new models were not only strong and affordable, they looked good too. People began to compare them with brands like Toyota and Honda. Hyundai was no longer the underdog. It was becoming a real competitor. Another reason for Hyundai's global rise was its focus on green technology. As the world became more concerned about the environment, Hyundai invested in fuel-efficient engines and hybrid cars. Later, it would become one of the first companies to launch a hydrogen-powered vehicle. This move showed that Hyundai was not just copying others, it was trying to lead. By the 2000s, Hyundai had transformed its image. It was no longer just a budget brand. It offered everything from small city cars to large SUVs. It was selling millions of cars every year in over 190 countries. In some markets, Hyundai even ranked higher than brands that had been around for 50 years or more. Hyundai also started winning awards. Its cars received high safety ratings, good reviews from experts, and strong scores in customer satisfaction. People who once laughed at the idea of driving a Korean car were now proud Hyundai owners. One of the keys to Hyundai's global success was its flexibility. The company listened to each market and adapted quickly. In India, it focused on compact cars for crowded roads. In the U.S., it offered powerful SUVs. In Europe, it emphasized stylish, fuel-saving models. Hyundai wasn't trying to sell the same car everywhere. It was giving people exactly what they needed. But Hyundai didn't forget its roots. Even as it became a global brand, the company stayed deeply connected to South Korea. It brought pride to the country, showed the strength of Korean industry, and inspired other Korean businesses to dream big. Behind all this success was the same spirit that started it all. The belief that with hard work and courage, anything is possible. Chung Ju-young's vision of going global had come true, but it didn't happen overnight. It took years of learning, failing, fixing, and improving. But Hyundai never gave up. Today, Hyundai is one of the top car manufacturers in the world. From one small model in the 1970s to millions of cars sold every year, it has come a long way. And the journey doesn't end here. Hyundai is now looking at the future: electric cars, self-driving vehicles, and new ways to move the world. In every country where a Hyundai car drives, there's a piece of that dream. A dream that started in the heart of a man who believed his country could rise from nothing and compete with the best. Part 5. Innovation and Technology. Hyundai's success has not been limited to just manufacturing affordable cars. It's been driven by cutting-edge innovation and a deep commitment to technology. As the automotive world entered the 21st century, new challenges and opportunities arose, with a focus on sustainability, efficiency, and safety. Hyundai was quick to adapt, making strategic investments in research, design, and green technologies that would position it as a leader in the evolving auto industry. One of the most significant advancements Hyundai made in recent years was its investment in electric vehicles and hybrid technology. As concerns over climate change and pollution grew, many car manufacturers began to seek alternatives to traditional gas-powered engines. Hyundai embraced this challenge head-on by launching a series of eco-friendly vehicles that combined advanced technology with environmental responsibility. Their Hyundai Ioniq, a hybrid electric car, became one of the first models to show that eco-friendly cars could be affordable, stylish, and efficient. The Hyundai Kona Electric, another milestone in the company's electric vehicle lineup, quickly gained popularity for its impressive range and sleek design, helping solidify Hyundai's position in the growing electric car market. Hyundai also took bold steps in the hydrogen fuel cell space, an area that has the potential to revolutionize clean energy in transportation. The company introduced the Hyundai Nexo, a hydrogen-powered vehicle, as part of its strategy to develop alternative fuel solutions. Unlike electric vehicles that rely on battery charging, hydrogen fuel cell technology generates electricity through a chemical reaction between hydrogen and oxygen, emitting only water vapor as a byproduct. This technology promises to offer drivers longer driving ranges and faster refueling times compared to traditional electric cars, while also reducing greenhouse gas emissions. In addition to these green technologies, Hyundai's approach to smart mobility has helped shape the future of how people will move from place to place. The company is committed to developing autonomous driving technology and connected cars, which are not only safer, but also more efficient. Hyundai's vision for smart cars goes beyond just making vehicles that can drive themselves. It includes integrating these vehicles into the future of smart cities and a connected world. Hyundai smart cars are designed to interact with their environment, providing real-time data about road conditions, traffic, and even other vehicles, creating a seamless driving experience. Safety has always been a priority for Hyundai, and the company continues to introduce groundbreaking safety features that set new standards in the industry. Hyundai's SmartSense safety suite includes features like automatic emergency braking, lane keeping assist, and blind spot detection to prevent accidents and protect passengers. The company also introduced Vehicle-to-Everything, V2X, technology, which enables cars to communicate with other vehicles, traffic signals, and even pedestrians, helping reduce the risk of accidents and improving the overall safety of roadways. Hyundai's commitment to innovation extends to its design philosophy. With the launch of its sensuous sportiness design strategy, Hyundai shifted its focus to creating vehicles that are not only technologically advanced, but also aesthetically pleasing. The company began to emphasize bold, dynamic lines, sleek aerodynamics, and innovative interiors that create a visually striking driving experience. Models like the Hyundai Sonata and the Hyundai Elantra have become synonymous with a modern design that blends technology with beauty. One of Hyundai's key innovations in recent years has been the development of connected car technology. Through this, the company has made strides toward integrating artificial intelligence, AI, into its vehicles. Hyundai's AI-based navigation system provides real-time updates and can even help drivers find the most efficient routes based on traffic data and driving behavior. The Hyundai BlueLink system allows drivers to control certain vehicle functions remotely, such as starting the car, adjusting the temperature, or locking the doors, all from their smartphone. These features reflect Hyundai's commitment to making driving a more convenient and connected experience. Furthermore, Hyundai has been proactive in forming partnerships with tech companies to stay ahead in the innovation race. One such example is their collaboration with Uber to develop flying cars, a concept that would revolutionize urban transportation. Hyundai has also worked closely with other global tech leaders to develop new autonomous driving technologies and smart mobility solutions that will define the future of urban transportation. These partnerships demonstrate Hyundai's forward-thinking approach to integrating technology into everyday life, making it a key player in the future of mobility. Hyundai's investment in research and development, R&D, has proven to be a game changer. The company spends billions of dollars annually on R&D to ensure that it stays at the forefront of the automotive industry. This commitment has allowed Hyundai to introduce game-changing technologies such as vehicle-to-everything, V2X, communication, advanced driver assistance systems, ADAS, and robotics. These innovations help Hyundai remain competitive in a rapidly changing market, where new technologies and customer expectations evolve at a rapid pace. Looking ahead, Hyundai's focus on sustainability, innovation, and smart mobility will continue to guide the company's efforts as it works toward achieving a more connected, efficient, and eco-friendly future. Whether it's through electric vehicles, hydrogen fuel cells, autonomous driving, or connected car technology, Hyundai is committed to shaping the future of transportation in a way that aligns with the demands of modern society. With its investment in cutting-edge technologies, Hyundai is not only creating cars for today, but is also helping to define the future of mobility. By embracing innovation, sustainability, and smart technology, Hyundai has positioned itself as a leader in the automotive industry, making it a brand that's not just driving cars, but driving the future. Part 6. Hyundai Today, a symbol of Korean power. Hyundai's journey from a small construction company to one of the world's leading automobile manufacturers is nothing short of extraordinary. Today, Hyundai stands as a global symbol not just of innovation and quality, but also of South Korea's economic rise on the world stage. With operations in over 190 countries and a strong presence in virtually every car market, Hyundai has become a major player in the global automotive industry, with a reputation for building reliable, affordable, and technologically advanced vehicles. But Hyundai is more than just a car company. It has grown into an icon that reflects the resilience and ambition of South Korea itself. As the company expanded its reach across the globe, Hyundai's influence became a symbol of Korean ingenuity and economic power. The company helped redefine South Korea's image from a war-torn country to an industrial powerhouse. Hyundai's transformation from a national car maker to a global brand exemplifies the growth of the entire Korean economy, with the company becoming a key export driver for the country. As Hyundai's vehicles gained popularity worldwide, it played an important role in enhancing South Korea's international reputation. This success story sent a strong message to the world. A country can rise from adversity and become a leader in the global economy through innovation, determination, and hard work. In the present day, Hyundai continues to lead the charge in the evolution of mobility. The company has expanded its offerings to include electric vehicles, hybrids, and fuel cell vehicles, all of which are aligned with the growing global demand for eco-friendly transportation solutions. The Hyundai Ioniq series, which includes hybrid, plug-in hybrid, and fully electric variants, represents the company's commitment to sustainability and green technology. Hyundai has also strengthened its efforts to develop autonomous driving technology and smart mobility solutions, which are expected to reshape the future of the automotive industry. Today, the company is positioning itself as a leader in mobility solutions, not just as a car manufacturer, but as a technology-driven organization. Hyundai's success can also be attributed to its ability to adapt and respond to changing consumer preferences. With the rise of the SUV segment, Hyundai quickly adapted and introduced several popular models like the Hyundai Tucson and Hyundai Santa Fe, both of which have become bestsellers in various markets. The company's commitment to quality, design, and value continues to resonate with customers, making Hyundai a trusted name in the automotive world. The brand's cars are known for their durability, affordability, and advanced safety features, making them an attractive option for a wide range of consumers. Moreover, Hyundai's recent success in the electric vehicle market has been groundbreaking. The Hyundai Kona Electric and the Hyundai Ioniq Electric have garnered attention for their long-range capabilities, affordable pricing, and attractive design. As more consumers seek out eco-friendly vehicles, Hyundai is emerging as one of the most competitive brands in the EV space, setting itself apart from competitors with its innovative solutions and commitment to sustainable transportation. One of the driving forces behind Hyundai's continued growth is its focus on global expansion. While the company initially concentrated on its home market in South Korea, Hyundai has now established a strong presence in key regions around the world, including North America, Europe, Asia, and Africa. Hyundai has built manufacturing plants in countries like the United States, India, and the Czech Republic, allowing it to be closer to its customers and to reduce production costs. These facilities not only serve as production hubs, but also as critical components of Hyundai's global supply chain, which supports the company's ability to deliver high-quality vehicles to markets worldwide. In addition to manufacturing vehicles, Hyundai has focused on improving customer experience through its service networks. The company has created a reputation for providing excellent after-sales service, which has contributed to the loyalty of its customers. Hyundai's customer service philosophy, focused on trust, transparency, and value, has helped it build long-lasting relationships with its clients. Hyundai has also been making strides in social responsibility. The company is committed to corporate social responsibility, CSR, initiatives, which include efforts to reduce its environmental footprint, invest in community projects, and promote education. Hyundai's dedication to sustainability goes beyond just making eco-friendly vehicles. The company is involved in various environmental programs aimed at reducing its carbon footprint and promoting green practices in its operations. Additionally, Hyundai's Hyundai Motor Group is focused on ensuring that its business activities benefit both the economy and society. As Hyundai continues to push boundaries in the automotive industry, it is not just about the cars themselves, but about shaping the future of mobility. The company's focus on smart cities, mobility as a service, and connected vehicles reflects its commitment to transforming how people live and move. Through innovation in design, technology, and business models, Hyundai is positioning itself at the forefront of the mobility revolution. Looking forward, Hyundai's vision remains clear: to continue to be a global leader in mobility solutions while staying true to its roots of innovation, affordability, and quality. The company's dedication to research and development, along with its forward-thinking strategies, ensures that it will remain a major player in the future of transportation. Whether through its innovative electric vehicles, its push for sustainability, or its work on autonomous driving, Hyundai is determined to continue changing the way the world thinks about transportation. Today, Hyundai is not just a car company. It is a symbol of Korean power, a representation of how determination, innovation, and the courage to dream big can help shape the future. From its humble beginnings in South Korea to becoming a global powerhouse, Hyundai's journey serves as a testament to the incredible impact that visionary thinking and commitment to excellence can have on the world. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Keep learning, keep growing, and one story at a time.